How big a day is this for Australian rugby?
It's a very exciting day for Australian rugby to secure such a strong partner in 9 through from 26 through to 2030 in what is going to be the most exciting period for Australian rugby. We're proud of the partnership we have with 9 and we look forward to leveraging it.
One of the unique parts of this deal is that it connects the game from grassroots all through to internationals. Can you talk about that connection?
Yeah, one of my biggest focuses since starting the job has been connecting the game from the grassroots, from the local communities right through to the international arena. And this picks up local club rugby, Shield, Hospital Cup, right through pathways tournaments, women's game, right through to the international stage. So it's a great way to connect with our audience.
And in terms of uplift, can you talk about the uplift that this represents, and I guess what that means in terms of the message it sends around the reset in the organisation?
Yeah, it's been a material reset over the last 12 months, and I guess this relationship and this partnership's good validation of that reset in the fact that the base case we're up more than 30%, and if we hit the incentives, which we hopefully we will, then we'll be up north of 40%. So the actual value in the partnership's important. We can invest it into the game to ensure we've got the right product to put out there and engage with our consumers.
And last one, can you just talk to the journey that rugby's on and the big ticket events that are coming up over the next period?
Yeah, it's never been a more exciting time. We've got the British and Irish Lions coming this year. We've got the Women's Rugby World Cup later in the year in the UK, and then we go into 2026 where we've got the Nations Cup. Obviously 2027 Home World Cup for the men, 2028 LA Olympics for the sevens, and then 2029 it'll be a huge, massive Home World Cup with the Women's World Cup here in Australia.
Joseph here at 9 Studios this morning. An exciting announcement, extension of the broadcast deal through to for another 5 years. What does it mean for the playing group?
Yeah, I think for the playing group it's an exciting deal because with Stan and 9, I feel like it gives us more access to fans and fans more access to us. I feel like that's where the game of rugby is. We want more eyes on our game, and being able to extend that deal with Stan and 9 is very special.
Stan and 9 obviously put a bit of time into their shows during the week, and obviously on social media too. As a younger player, being on people on their phone, your mates and stuff, how important is that big wide net?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these days it's like a lot of social media and a lot of watching it on Stan and watching it on 9, especially for young kids as well. I feel like it's a great thing for rugby to extend this deal.
Halfway through the Super Rugby season, your first Super Rugby season, how have you been finding it with the Waratahs?
No, it's been great. I feel coming from the spring tour straight into the Waratahs system, I feel like I'm learning a lot from the coaches. We're 4 wins and 3 losses. Which is it's good. It's good to see where we're at, but we're trying to get better and better, and obviously we want to get more wins.
You talked before, the Super Rugby season, about how it might take a bit of time to find your confidence with that sort of stuff. Is that something you're finding? And obviously, with a really big end of the year, trying to time yourself to make sure you're firing at the right times.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's all a process that going throughout the year, but I'm not going to be the best straight away. My best self straight away. I feel like I had an injury. It's given me time to see the game in a different perspective, and then now it's just about building from each game and see where I can work on, which is exciting. I've been loving the fact of watching each game and seeing how I can just build and build and build.
What about the back end of this year? Obviously the Lions, the Rugby Championship and a spring tour. Do you get excited by that already, or is that a bit far down the line?
Oh, 100%. I think that's very exciting. I feel like that's why a lot of Australian boys are playing really good rugby. I feel like in the back of their head they know there's a Lions tour this year, and it happens every 12 years. So I know it's in everyone's back of their head, but you've got to focus on what you can do for the Waratahs first, and then I think all the things come after what you do for your Super Rugby club.
Maddi, a great day for Rugby Australia, Channel 9. What does it sort of mean to you and the players?
Yeah, to be able to extend with 9 and Stan for the next 5 years just creates that support and stability from them, just for kids to be able to come home from school, watch anytime, anywhere, a game of rugby. I think it's super important in investing in the future for not just women's sport, but rugby in general.
And it's a really big 5 years coming up, obviously, too.
Yeah.
How excited are you to sort of be part of it?
Yeah, super excited. I guess you have the Women's World Cup, and then eventually a Home World Cup, the Olympics, and obviously with all the men's Lions tours, I think it's pretty exciting. And they are saying it's the golden decade for rugby, and just to be able to showcase that and have people be able to watch that on Channel 9 and Stan is super exciting.
And you just got back from Singapore. How are you feeling?
Yeah, a little bit jet lagged, straight off the plane from Singapore, but ready to get back into a routine.
Everyone's asking about the try saving tackle you
Yeah.
made, and you also obviously broke that 200
Yeah.
barrier. But yeah, take us to that try saving tackle. So what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I think for me it was kind of just to do anything I can. I was already outnumbered 2-on-1, so just trying to stop the try however I could. At first I tried to punch the ball out, and I just think because my arms are so long, it was just lucky that the ball sat up straight on my bicep. I don't know how I came away with it, but then my next job was, okay, I need to get out of this try zone.
And you joined the 200 club. I think you're the fourth player to do it.
Yeah.
What does it sort of mean to you and the girls that are there as well?
Yeah, I think it's super special for me. I grew up watching like the likes of Portia and Michaela, and I think to be able to achieve such great records that they've set or they've already achieved, I think it's super influential into me to keep building as a player, and just to be able to be a name in history, the fourth player, I think is pretty exciting.
What's ahead now over the next month for you?
The next month looks like obviously still a final in LA, just trying to perfect my game of rugby and hopefully knock down those Kiwis, and then transition to 15s and Wallabies to hopefully a World Cup, and just playing as much and learning as much as I can.